Hi, Flosstube. My name's Deanna, and this is Tuxie Twins Stitches, Flosstube number 8, maybe? It is Friday, December 7th, and I have a snow day today. Yay! Or no. We had a winter storm last night here on the Avalon Peninsula in Newfoundland, and yeah, we got a lot of snow. I've put some photos on my Instagram stories. I used to have a patio. I can't see it right now. We got a lot of snow, so we were just told to work from home today, so that's what I will be doing. Sorry. I've been really tired. I have not gotten a whole lot of sleep lately. My neighbor upstairs likes to do housework at all hours of the night, and it's really annoying. The other night, she was banging around until like midnight, and then was up at 5 a.m. and for an hour was opening and closing like her kitchen drawers or some drawers somewhere. Not sure what she was looking for. Hope she found it, but I did not find much sleep that night. So I've been a little tired. But it's been a while since I've done a video, so I have a lot to show you. Sorry, I'm really fidgety. And tired, so if I keep yawning, I apologize, but whatever. I have quite a few FFOs to show you. I've been on a finishing spree lately. So this first one, ta-da! This is from the 2018 Cross Stitch magazine ornament issue. And it is by MTV Designs, and I forget what it's called, Winter Bird Song or something like that. Christmas Bird Song. Anyway, I know a lot of people have stitched this. It's just on this like wooden plaque snowflake I got at Dollarama. It's mounted on mat board, and it's got some Christmassy flannel plaid. Did a little bow with a vintage button that my mom had sent me a while ago. You can see, it's a little bit crooked, but it's okay. This was stitched on 14 count coffee dyed Aida using similar DMCs that I had in my stash. I don't think it was the called for, but anyway. Super cute. This backstitching. Ooh. It's not right. It's not what was charted. I just did my own thing. And the next two FFOs I have are actually Christmas ornaments. This first one is Hands On Design North Pole Trading Company by Kathy Haberman, and there is my finish. So as you can see, I changed the colors, made it more traditional Christmas. So showing up a little bright. It's the red's a bit more rich than what's showing up. I think I talked about this last time, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I had a lot of trouble with getting the deer to pop. My fabric wasn't dark enough, and then I tried to re-dye it, and I just screwed it up. So I had to take out what I had already stitched of the deer and redo it. So it took a lot longer than it really should have for such a small ornament. But I finished it. You can see that the sides are not exactly lined up evenly. Wabi-sabi, whatever. I did a little pom-pom trim and a ribbon, and then this is the back. This was just leftover fabric, Christmas fabric I had from Walmart. I am in the process of piecing together a quilt. I'm not sewing it yet because I don't have a sewing machine at the moment. So that's that. And my last FFO is this guy. This is from Prairie Schoolers Garden Birds, and there's 8 different birds, but obviously I thought the cardinal was very Christmassy. It's stitched on 14 count sage green Aida, and it's showing up a little bit brighter than I would have liked, but anyway. Sorry for the jostling. And these are just DMC I had in my stash. So I turned it into, this is my first circle. It's my first circle finish. So pretty proud. Not too bad. It's a little bit wonky, but there's the back. It's just a red and black buffalo check or gingham or whatever, and some rickrack bow, and another vintage button, and these two both hang on my Christmas tree. I have my Christmas tree up. I have 4 or 5 ornaments done now that are hanging on my tree, so that's really exciting. I have not, my tree's pretty small. I'll move it. Hopefully you guys don't get sick, but there it is. There's my tree. It's just a 4-footer. I'm hoping to get a larger tree, but I'm gonna wait until they go on clearance, like Boxing Day or whatever this year. So I've got a few stitched ornaments now, and it's really cute. And then I have one FFO, and it's also from Prairie Schoolers Garden Birds, and it's the chickadee. This was really cute. I really enjoyed stitching both those. Oh, excuse me. And these little berries, they were called for in like pink, but I made them more like a holly berry or a dog berry or something like that. So it's stitched mostly in DMCs, not the called for, like I said, except this area here. It was called for in a darker color, more like a beigey gray, but most chickadees that I see anyway are like a light, have like almost a white or very light beige belly. So I used a Valdani variegated antique lace, I think, or something like that. And I think it's really cute. So I will also be turning it into a round ornament, much like this guy. And it's stitched on 14 count Aida that I dyed using cranberry juice. Use what you got. Am I right? So that's it for finishes, FFOs and FOs. Now on to whips. So before I go into my cross stitch whips, I have actually started crocheting again. I wanted to make myself a little cowl for winter. And I thought I would have to watch like a tutorial to like get back into the swing of things, but it's like riding a bike, except I don't ride bikes. So I am using this. It's a Bernat Twisted, I think, or something, and this is called Grape Twist. I don't know if you can see the color very well. It's beautiful. Lots of different purples and like bits of like flecks of grayish. And that's my progress so far. This is just double crochet, and I hope I have enough yarn. I'm just making a cowl, so it's just wrapping around once. It doesn't need to be that long, but it's really nice. I made the mistake of originally just leaving it out and not putting it in a bag, and I woke up and my cats had strewn it across my bedroom floor, and so it has a lot of cat hair in it now, but I mean, you know, extra warmth. Whatever. So, and that's honestly like maybe half an hour's worth of crocheting for me. So I haven't had a chance to work on it any more than one night. Again, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, so it's hard for me to concentrate on cross stitching, and my eyes have been twitching, mostly this one. So I thought that crochet would be a bit easier because I don't have to, especially since this is just double crochet, I don't have to concentrate or even like really look too closely at what I'm doing. I can usually just crochet and watch TV. And like actually watch the TV. Unlike cross stitch where I'll have TV on in the background, but I'm actually looking at my piece. So, but moving on to cross stitch whips, I actually only have two. Yes, two. The first one is Country Cottage Needleworks. Wonderful time of year. Sorry, I'm trying to, there we go. You don't need to see my face, guys. That's not what you're here for. And still not as far as I would like. I'm still on that top border section. But I'm really, really enjoying this. I love it. And it's one of my favorite Christmas songs. So, yeah. I'm stitching this on 18 count coffee dyed Aida. And I really like it. So this is a really long piece of fabric. I won't need all of it, but it gets really awkward and in my way. It's also like shedding. My cats like to play with those bits that hang off, so I have to always make sure that I throw them out. So I just rolled it up, and I have these cute little clothespin they're also magnets. Oh, don't look at my backside, guys. That's rude. These, I'll take it off. Little clothespin magnets, and I just gather up my fabric and put them on. They're little Christmas lights. That's cute. So I will be working on this some more this weekend. And yeah, and my other whip, because I mean, I finished a lot of things, so I don't have, I mean, I have a lot of whips, but none that I'm working on currently. I should, you know, reiterate that part. It's not that I only have 2 whips. I told myself I wouldn't be that person who had like 80 whips. But recently I've had a case of startitis and I just want to start everything. Luckily, the past couple of weeks I've been able to finish stuff, so I don't feel as bad, but anywho. My next whip that I've been working on, I actually just started this yesterday. Michelle, Bendy, Stitchy, and I are starting Tread Lightly by Shakespeare's Peddler. Now, she has it stitched as like a triptych, so 3 parts, but I'm stitching it all as one piece, and she has it charted as both. And this is from, so Shakespeare's Peddler, also, you know, Teresa, Kitten Stitcher. I don't think she has this in her online shop. I got this pattern from Jen's Stitching Niche. And I believe she still has some copies available in her Etsy shop. I think Michelle got it at an LNS when she was at a retreat. So it's still out there, but I really liked it. I liked the sentiment. It says, "Tread lightly, you're just passing through." It's from The Winter's Tale. So I'm deviating a little bit for colors and floss. Teresa has this charted in silks. Oh, girl. I'm not fancy enough for silks. Get out of here. No, don't go anywhere. So I'm just stitching it in regular old floss, cotton floss. But I am using the brown and the white. So the white I'm just using DMC B5200 or whatever. For the brown I'm using a Valdani thread, which is called Browns, but it's quite variegated. And then instead of yellow, a yellow house, I am doing a red house, and I'm using Valdani Rich Wine. It's got a lot of variegation, again, showing up a little bit brighter. Ooh, the sun's coming out. But that's what I'll be using for the house. So this is my start so far. This is the top. Let's do it this way. This is the top left-hand corner. Yep, left, okay. I do know my directions. And what I like to call the lollipop tree. So I'm working on the lollipop tree, and it's all in brown. So you can see it's quite, sorry, I'm trying to like straighten out for you. Variegated. And that was what I did yesterday. So this is stitched on a 14 count blue Aida that I got at Michael's, and I lightly coffee dyed it to make it a little bit grungy. I've had this piece of Aida lying around, and I thought that would be really nice. And I think the red will really pop on it, make it wintry. So that's what I will be working on this weekend. And sorry, one second. I got gunk in my eye. Yeah, those are all my whips and finishes and all that jazz. And now it's time for haul. Haul slash Stitchy Kindness. So we'll go with the like less obvious stitching haul because I've been using it for stitching, but they weren't created specifically for cross stitchers. Anyway, this is Michelle Bendy's fault. I blame her entirely in a good way. She's a very good enabler. So my bank account would disagree. So she's a rep for Love You More Studio, and they are the fine purveyors of book sleeves / project bags or project sleeves. They also make bookmarks, posters, soaps, other things. And they were having a Black Friday sale. So I was like, yeah, why not? What are credit cards for? I've been a little bit better with my money, mostly because I had a horrendously large vet bill to pay when Sammy needed surgery. So I've been trying to do better, and I think sometimes that's all you can do is try. So I bought 3 sleeves. This one, which is so stinking cute. It's winter animals in hats. I mean, what more can you ask for? Look at this penguin. He's so cute. And the seal. Love it. So this is actually like a snuggle because it's a fleecy material. It's so soft. And I was using this to house my chickadee because it was a small project. And I was taking it to work with me a couple days, but I was worried that because it's white, it would get dirty. So I will be using this, but it will be remaining at home because I don't want it to get too mucked up. But the inside is like a green and black and red flannel. And what's super cute, and I don't know if you can tell, is it's sewn with a shiny gold thread, which I had just noticed the other day, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. So these are the regular size. There's like standard. Kindle, standard, and jumbo, large, super size, a bigger size. So these are the standard size, and they'll fit a regular book. And so that's that one. The third one is a gift, so I already have it wrapped, packaged for my best friend in Ontario as a Christmas present. I don't think she watches these, but if you do, oh my god, hi Jackie. And it is a Harry Potter Daily Prophet sleeve, and it was so hard to give that up. But it's okay. I can always get one for myself. But the third one is Halloween, because I love Halloween. It's very Victorian. There's I love the old photos, as you can tell. I collect old photographs. Who was it? Oh, Beth Twist. Kindred Spirits. Beth Twist. Heartstring Samplery. She also collects old photographs, and when I saw that in one of her latest videos, I was like, oh my god, so do I! I give most of them names, and I like to save them. So she probably doesn't watch me, but anyway, she also collects old photos, so I thought that was really cool. I love everything on here. So there's old like medicine labels, and because now I am the manager at the pharmacy museum, some of the stuff is quite similar to what we have in our collection. So this is really cool. I love this like funeral director and embalmer ad. Owl tell your fortune. I love this skeleton with the top hat and monocle. The other side here has this awesome owl and witch steel pins. Love it. Another owl up here. So I love it. And the inside is polka dots. So before I get on to my cross-stitch haul, inside I actually have a book. This is Anne Perry. It's the Hyde Park Headsman, and it's from a series that she does. She does a couple of different series. This one is the Charlotte and Thomas Pitt series. It takes place in Victorian England. It's not very dark. It can be a bit macabre. It's similar to if you watch Ripper Street, which is on Netflix, or The Alienist, which I think they just released season 1 on Netflix, which is really good. It's along those veins. So it's a bit dark, but but the mysteries are a bit like Agatha Christie. So if Agatha Christie was writing in the Victorian England time period and was a bit darker than, say, Ms. Marple, this is what you would get. So I'm not sure what number this is, but I want to say there's probably about 40 in the series so far. And she does a couple of different series. There's a First World War series that she does where the main character is, I think he's an army chaplain, but he solves mysteries on the battlefield. Which is kind of cool. I haven't read any of those. Sorry, my foot's itchy. And then there's another series that is William Monk. Sorry, I think my cat's chewing on my tree. Jarvis, stop, please. Thank you. He didn't listen to me. So, yeah. If you like mysteries or historical fiction, I would definitely recommend an Anne Perry book. A little interesting tidbit, and Google this to find out the full story, but Anne Perry actually killed somebody when she was quite young. I think she was like 13 or 14, along with her friend, and she was convicted and she did her time. But they made a film based on it, and I think Kate Winslet is in it, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I think it's called like Beautiful Creatures or something like that. I'll link it below. I'll link the IMDb link below for that movie. But she's an interesting person. But she writes really, really good novels. So that's the one I am working on reading at the moment. I'm trying to get back into them. It's been a while since I've like read a book for pleasure and not for work or school. So I'm excited to get back into the series. So sorry, the snow clearing They're a bit loud. Let's go with, because it's at the top of my pile, some Stitchy Kindness. So there is a hashtag going around on Instagram called Get Your Stitchy Wishes Granted. And I believe it was started by Truly Wicked Crafts on Instagram, I think. Anyways, I have granted a couple wishes. I've put a few wishes out there, and this past week, past couple weeks actually, I received some of my Stitchy wishes. So the first one was granted to me by Riann. I want to say Riann. It could be Riann. I think it's Riann of the Stitching Ewe, E-W-E as in sheep. She has her own Etsy, I think it's an Etsy shop. I will link her Instagram handle below. But she sent me Holiday Inn by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. And this, I have not been part of the stitching community for very long. I only recently started cross-stitching in May and fell off the deep end. But since then, this has been on my list to get, and 123 Stitch does not have it. So it's been a challenge for me to try and find it at a reasonable price. So I thought, oh, I'll just put it out there and see if someone wants to give it to me. I have a pimple here, guys. Sorry, we'll just cover that up. So I'm really excited, and thank you so much, Riann, the Stitching Ewe. That was really sweet, and it was nice to come home to. The other Stitchy wish that I got granted was from the lovely Natalie Canfield, and I will also put her Instagram handle below. I don't think either of these lovely ladies have Flosstube. But if they do, let me know. Let me know below. She bought this and had it sent to me by Rosanna from Madame Chantilly. And it's Santa's owl and sheep. Two of my favorite things, owls and sheep. I might actually put Santa shoop, because that's my thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to one of my first videos. Oh, Jarvis is here to join us and cause trouble. Excellent. Sheep sounds so plural, so I like to call singular sheep shoop. So, long story short. Short story short, I should say. Jarvis, you're just causing trouble. I know. You're causing trouble. He may come up and say hi. So, it's so cute. I don't know if I'll get to them this year, but thank you, Natalie, for having this sent to me. Rosanna from Madame Chantilly sent this cute little, her business card with this note. Jarvis. And this cute little Christmas button. You want a button? You want a button? Yeah. So thank you, Natalie. I just love them. Oh my God. Never perform with children or animals. Isn't that what they say? So let's get into haul. Not so much, really. I've been waiting on... Sorry, he saw a bird. I've been waiting on these orders, well, the only order that came by mail, for a few weeks now. If you don't know, Canada Post has been having a labor dispute, as they do pretty much every other year. It's ridiculous. And so they were doing rotating strikes. The government legislated back to work a few weeks ago, and actually just the other week, but I had not been receiving mail for 3 weeks, and I was getting a little fed up, because I was like, rotating strikes, it's not every day. I think it only affected St. John's area maybe twice, because it's only 2 days that I should have not received mail. It had been weeks, and then I checked with other people in my building. They also hadn't been receiving mail. And finally, we were told that Canada Post notified our building managers and were like, oh, the hinge on the community mailbox door is broken. This was 2 weeks after it had been broken that they decided to do something about it. And so it got fixed, and then it took an additional 2 days for Canada Post to even try and attempt to deliver mail again and be like, oh, this door is fixed. I can do my job. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Serenity now. I'm a little annoyed. So yesterday I came home to a pile of stuff. I was like, that's right. Anyway, so this was an order I had placed like over a month ago, from the Cross I Bear on Etsy. I've talked about this Etsy shop pretty much every video. Paula owns a resale shop, so it's like Goodwill, but for cross stitch. So she sells new and gently used patterns, things from people's stashes that they no longer want. So it's almost like a consignment shop. It's awesome. I found some really great stuff through her. So she had a couple of like sets of 3 little like mini charts, and then I also bought just one that she had separately. So I'll show that one first. It's Heart and Hand, Wee One, Autumn Bird. And Cecilia Turner, who's the designer, has a whole series of these. So there's seasonal ones, which I don't think you can really see. There's like winter, summer, autumn, spring. But then she also has holiday ones. So there's like Christmas, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, maybe, I think. 4th of July. There's a whole bunch. I think there's at least 10 that I've seen on 123 Stitch. And various other places. So I thought this was really cute. I also really want the winter one. You won't be able to see that. It's a red bird with a little snowman. So cute. And then I guess continuing on with Heart and Hand, there's this set of 3. So this first one is Red Letter Day. They're all houses. And they're all teeny tiny. So that's pretty cute. That would make a really cute bookmark, actually, because it's 25 by 114. I think that would make a pretty cute bookmark. Next is Steeple Sampler. So I'm not religious. I don't go to church unless it's like to look at the historical architecture. But this has a very like Bavarian, Scandinavian feel to it with like the steeple. I think that's really cute. So I like it. And last, and this is probably one that I will start this weekend because it's so tiny, make it into a little ornament, is Little House in the Woods. Really cute. I love all those different like shaped trees and the different colors of the foliage she used. So it's cute. And apparently there's more. So it says, look for others in this series. Little Pumpkin in the Patch and Little Snowman in the Drifts. I don't think I've seen those. I'm going to have to look that up. I know I've seen this one before because I've always been like, oh, it's really cute. So when I saw it in the set, I was like, yes, please. The next three that was in a set was from Homespun, or by Homespun Elegance. So the first one is, they're all bits called Bits and Pieces. This one is Merry Mitten. That's cute. Look at that little, like, is that a dog? Looks like a poodle. I like the little lantern that's hanging out over the door. The cardinals. The sleigh. It's got so many cute little details. It's so tiny, and I love that this tree has all different colors of green running through it. Anyway, super cute. And then the next two, I guess go in like a series. So this is Christmas Love Dove. So cute. And like these are so tiny. 50 by 26. Now, what I didn't realize, because I thought this was beading. They're colonial knots. No, but I do have an idea as to how I will change that up. So I will definitely actually try and knock these out this weekend. This one. And this one. Mary Cardinal. So cute. So cute. Again, this one is 56 by 28. And again, it's got the colonial knots. Those are really cute. Love it. So that's what I got. And then Paula always sends a freebie chart. So this one is Peace, Joy, Love by Lizzie Kate. I'm showing you the chart because it's free. You can find it. Stitch it yourself. No big deal. And actually, my new friend Patty from 4 Boys and a NL Girl on Instagram, Etsy, Flosstube, she's a fellow Newfoundlander, she just stitched this for Flossmas, and it looks awesome. So, you go, Patty. I'm kind of excited because we have planned a Newfoundland Stitchers meetup for later on this month. And so hopefully, weather pending and schedules, I will get to meet Patty in person, as well as Pam from Pam's Crafty Corner. I'm so excited. I don't feel worthy. I don't feel worthy at all to be in their presence. But I'm going to try and restrain myself from fangirling too much since it will be in public. We're going to Rocket Bakery downtown. So good. Really good. Really good stuff. And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from where I work. So I'll be taking a long lunch and meeting up with them. Anyway, my last haul is an online chart from Etsy. Punochka? I'll link it below if I remember eventually. She has gorgeous patterns. It's similar, she has a similar style to like Primitive Acorns and oh god, I'm just blanking. There's a bunch of like Sub Rosa and Little Stitcher, very similar styles. So this, she has a section called it's like $1.50 section. For me, it was $2 Canadian, but this was $2. This cute little Christmas deer. The colors aren't, it's looking really dark, but is that better? Anyway, super cute. I will be starting that this weekend as well. Apparently, I'm just starting everything. And I'm doing it on the remnant of the sage green 14 count Aida that I did the cardinal on, which is at the bottom of the pile, and I don't want to cause a cross stitch avalanche because that would be terrible. But the cool thing about Punochka is that any pattern that you purchase, you will also receive the PDF copy of the current month that she does. She does like a monthly pattern. So I didn't print out the November one that I got when I purchased this, but I do have it. And so obviously it's December, so any pattern that you buy, except if you buy one of the monthly patterns, you also get the December pattern PDF. I hope that made sense. Made sense in my head, not so much when I said it out loud. So where are we? Oh my god, 47 minutes. Wow. So plans, like I said, I'm in full-on Christmas mode. I was supposed to finish the border for my Works of Jane Austen stitch along, and I haven't gotten any farther than the last time I showed you, which was like, I don't know, 2 months ago, a month and a half. It's been a while. And tomorrow, if the roads are cleared, I am getting together with a friend of mine, and I'm going to be teaching her how to cross stitch. I'm really excited. I don't think that I am qualified to teach anyone. But she asked, and I was happy to oblige. So we actually have a lot to talk about. So we're going to stitch in itch. We're just going to gossip, basically. I created a little chart for her. She had seen something that I had stitched, a little alphabet, like I think it was a Lizzie Kate Christmas sampler or something like, or no, not Lizzie Kate. Maybe it was Heart and Hand or something like that. A little Christmas sampler thing. It was this small. It's on my tree. I'm not going to get it though. And she wanted something like that, but like a school themed, because she just graduated from MUN as a teacher. So that's exciting. So I found this like free cross stitch pattern creator thing, and I just put something together. So I don't know that it's any good. The thing about the free version is that it doesn't have symbols. It's all color coded. I don't think she'll really mind. And I used different enough colors that it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, maybe I'll show that to you next time. I'm excited. I don't get out very often. I'm kind of a homebody, introvert. You know, I like to, it's one thing to make plans, and then when you actually have to follow through, I'm always like, oh, I'd rather just stay at home. It's not that I'm antisocial. If I'm out in public, I can be social. It's just that most of the time I don't want to be social. I'd rather stay at home and cuddle my cats. I mean, fact of life. So it'll be good though. It's good for, you know, my mental health that I talk to people other than my cats, because they often talk back to me. People, not my cats. Anyway, I don't know where that went. Let's see. Hopefully I will have a video for you before Christmas. My mom's actually flying in on the 21st. We're going to have a girls' Christmas plus Jarvis. And my dad's staying at home with my brother and my parents' cats. So I will not be getting any videos done during that time. So I hope to have another video up before the new year. Fingers crossed. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Be nice. You know, I'll try and list everything that I said I was going to down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. 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 Bye.